Welcome to the third episode of Redeveloping. The simple graphic might be different since I reset my computer and you will know why. In this episode, I started making the platformer section for my upcoming platformer rhythm game called Platinum Reborn. This is all about platformer mode, nothing about rhythm game mode at all, and I will be showing you all my progress behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy it. Minor spoiler warning, of course. Main game goes to main branch. Let's go! A cube is always a great start to make a player. You cannot change my mind. I swear to God, I tried with circle before and it's just awkward. I started making the platformer mode by making basic movements for the character, including precise moving and jumping. However, since there is no jump limit, the player can pretty much jump as many times as they want in the air. Boing, 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 boing. After solving the infinite jump problem, I played around with jump height. The jump height depends on how long the player holds the jump key. As you can see, the double jump is absolutely smooth like butter. As much as I want to continue working on the player, such as coyote time and jump buffer, I need to go to sleep because I am having classes tomorrow. Since I only have morning classes, it should not take too much time. And it's gonna be okay, so good night. I also created two of the most important elements to the platformer mode, coyote time and jump buffer. If you guys don't know, coyote time lets the player jump even after leaving the ground for a very small duration, and jump buffer lets the player jump even before touching the ground for a very small duration. I then created my own basic tileset for the first world of the platformer map using a template I found on the internet. It did not take me too long to make the tileset, but I can't imagine myself making an advanced tileset using this template. Wait a minute, I'm nearly there. Wait a minute, I think I'm missing something here. Yeah! That makes me so happy. I swear to God, instead of singing, you're just screaming around. You are noisy as hell! After dealing with the tileset, I created a test map to see how smooth the gameplay is, and it's really fun to mess with the basic movements. I have never appreciated rain more than today because it wants to prevent myself from hearing them singing. It's so bad that the weather has to cry about it. I created another tileset and made a map using it. There is no big difference when it comes to the texture of the map. The colors are just inverted. After playing around with the map, Unity crashed for some reason. It is now time to make some harmful objects. We're starting with spikes. Using the game object brush in tile palette, I can click on the grid tile to generate a spike. Of course, the player dies after touching the spikes. With those basic elements and mechanics, I was able to create a real test map to see if the flow is good. I added some death animations and visuals for the player whenever it touches the harmful object. And for the final touches for the player, I added the player trail and some subtle jump feedback so that the player won't be distracted during the platformer section. I already set up for the next D4DJ story reaction video, but I realized that my family is going to go to cafe in a few minutes, so maybe I'm gonna keep working on the game development a bit, then we go to cafe, and then I go back home and try to record a new video for D4DJ. After successfully filming the first part of the D4DJ video, I'm putting a lot of important things in my luggage since I need to return to the dormitory so that I can continue with the second semester. All is prepared. It's such a wonderful moment. I don't know why, but I am always moved by the fact that I am going back to dormitory to study. It kind of feels sad, but this is for my future. I don't know if you guys can feel me shaking right now, but it's so cold. I was about to film the second part of the video in my auntie's house, but this happened. Oh my gosh, I spent like 10 minutes to set up this whole thing, and then my keyboard stopped working. What the hell, man? I tried updating drivers, I tried uninstalling drivers, and I even tried to look online to see what the solution is. Man, so hopefully I can update this. I don't like updating Windows. my keyboard does not work. Even if I try to connect this keyboard through Bluetooth or receiver or even USB, it does not work. So I cannot make any changes to the edit. I cannot even do the thesis project. I cannot do the game development for Platinum Reborn. I cannot do anything. The only method that I can use the keyboard is to use the on-screen keyboard, but it's just time consuming. I have to get it fixed tomorrow by going to a computer store. Screw my life. I reset my device. Anyway, we're back with platformer mode. I implemented the basic camera smoothing. I then added a camera offset to the camera so that it can leave more room. After that, I made a checkpoint object which saves the position of the player whenever it's approached. I then added some visuals to the checkpoint. This looks quite similar to the first version of Platinum, but it's really good, so I don't mind. And with that, I created the second area of the map. Not necessarily harder, but it's still hard nonetheless. The next object is a bomb. If you touch a bomb when it's in the trigger state, you die. In the first version of Platinum, there is no warning for the bomb at all, hence I made it so that the players could know when they should get through them. With the new object alone, I created a new area for the map. Took me a long while to design it, and here is the result. For the next area, I made mini spikes that are also available in the first version of Platinum. They are spikes, but much smaller. After making the spikes, I found that the levels have been pretty much static, so I created some moving platforms. This took me a whole day to make, and yeah, I'm seeking help. Hi. It took me hours to realize I did not do the game development at all. I only do the game development for thesis project. I did some homework, and yeah, so that's why I pretty much procrastinated when it comes to Platinum game development. I need to take a break sometimes. I have been doing so much stuff until now, and I need some sleep because I'm tired. Level design toy. So this is a new level with moving platforms, and as you can probably see, it sucks pretty bad. You can't jump like you do on one-way platforms, and the level is a bit too simple. To fix this problem, I converted all of the moving platforms to one-way moving platforms. I will continue working on that after having Bodak, working on the thesis project, and making a new long D4DJ video.
I have a feeling that I should practice level design using moving platforms on paint first before doing it in Unity so that it can get better. My level design skills sucks, and I want to manage all of the platformer levels. The rhythm game, I can actually hide charters, but for platformers, no.
Boom! I don't know how, but I procrastinated for over an hour. I didn't do anything. I know that it doesn't seem much different, but I can tell that I actually got a good base on how to improve my design skills for this level. Just make it simple, not too complicated, and I want to avoid the fact that the moving platform can collide with these steel platforms. Yo, I love how I said that I got a good base for a moving platform level, and then I turned into this monstrosity. Like, what in the world is this? It is quite difficult, but it's doable because I tested like 3 times already and I passed all 3. I mean, I'm talking about the iterations, and this is the final product. Yeah, that looks great. A lot of spikes here, I gotta say. I could put the green spikes here, but it's just too overwhelming for a level, so I put the small spikes here. And there it is. Here's the final product. Time to have lunch. That looks really good. Oof. I also made a new addition to the moving platform, which only activates the moving state whenever the player touches the platform. It also resets whenever the player dies. Here is another area of the map, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. It's a little bit rainy, and this has nothing to do with the schedules at all. But I gotta say, I did not do anything much today. When it comes to Platinum game development, it is hard. It is hard to balance the schedule. I'm also having a seminar in 2 more weeks. I'm still working on the thesis game project, and I have to do some more video editing for D4DJ channel. It's very difficult for me to think what I should do next. For the final areas in this video, I created a few types of tanks. A tank that shoots 1 pellet and a tank that shoots multiple pellets. As you can see, the color does not fit well with the theme because of the lack of outlines. So I fixed it. I then made pellets that follow the color scheme of the tank. It worked quite well in the test mode. Now it's time to face reality. More specifically, the bugs. The pellets are not spawned in the middle of the tank. Fixed. The pellets are not shot in the correct direction. Fixed. The pellets disappear as soon as they are shot. Fixed. The pellets don't disappear when they collide with harmful objects. Fixed. It's also interesting to make both pellets disappear when they collide with each other. Oh man, this homework is so cancerous. Junie, go Junie some time. Took me 2 hours. Dude, for the 5th credit, I played cabinet to cabinet, and somebody just want me to cap the 15 plus level. I'm exhausted, but it's worth it. No more Tunism, time to create final areas. I got inspired by a few levels in the first version of Platinum, so I made it a bit harder. Or easier depending on your skills. Anyway, I also made another area that combines with moving platforms, and I gotta be honest here, I don't like this level at all. That took me the most number of attempts in this whole game. It just feels weird. Let me procrastinate. The last thing I did for this video is adding a song checkpoint, which lets players play a song in order to progress. And no worries, you will be spawned at the exact position that you collided with the song checkpoint. I'm not paying too much attention to the visuals for now, but it works at least. This is just for fun, but I also tested out the platformer part using my controller, and the gameplay is absolutely smooth and the character movement just feels great. I cannot imagine how it feels like to play the rhythm game mode using the controller because it's ridiculous. Right, maybe I should pause the process of making the platformer mode for now, because it's been days and working on a platformer mode for a very long time is just exhausting. I have procrastinated for so many days, and yeah, I made maybe 8 areas, and in order to unlock one song you have to pass 2 areas, which is okay. My level design skills is not that good, but I still want the platformer mode to be managed by myself, not by anybody else. The next big problem is song licensing. Oh boy. But before doing the song licensing, I have to maybe make the interface so that the players could know that they are playing a rhythm game, not just a platformer game. Alright, see you guys in the next episode, I guess. Bye.